Hey guys, so I found something really cool. I think it will be helpful. It's a KQL cheat sheet. Um, and I'll show you real quick. So here we go. The KQL cheat sheet was created by a user named Marcus Bakker. So be sure to check him out. Go to his Twitter. And he made two cheat sheets. He made a regular light version, and I like the dark mode. And yeah, it's an awesome cheat sheet. And we're gonna go through it. So I'm just gonna compliment his cheat sheet. I hope he doesn't mind. And I'm just gonna explain it as best as I can following this. But definitely just keep this in your back pocket and just use it when you need it. I'm just gonna explain it for people that might not know what it is and just want a quick understanding to kind of complement this. So yeah, here you go. A string literal with a backslash requires escaping by a backslash. So a string literal with two slashes needs to be escaped. What does that mean? When you have a string and you got a backslash, you got to put another slash to let the log analytics know that you want a backslash. Let me show you. So let's do let test equals C drive demos folder. So let's say you have something like this where we call it folder. I don't know why you want to do this in log analytics, but this is just an example. And we're going to reference it. Doesn't work. Well, remember, you need two backslashes. And it still doesn't work. Top level expression must require a tabular result. Oh, I need to print it. There we go. Does that make sense? If I remove the backslash, won't run. I need to put two backslashes and it'll run. The same can be achieved using a verbatim string literal by putting an @ sign in front. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, if you put it like this and you put an @ sign in front, it works. So either you put an @ sign if you have a ton of backslashes in your code, right? Or you don't have that @ sign and then you've got to manually put backslashes everywhere, right? So there are times when you're just going to put a double backslash and times that you won't do that, right? Add comments to your queries with a double /. Like it says, if you add a comment, now it's that basically that particular line will not run. Okay. The where operator and the pipe command delimiters are essential in writing KQL queries. So this is the where filter we talked about, right? If you have service, security alert. Oh no, maybe event. Let's do event. And we're gonna where. Let's actually get let's limit real quick. Machine. Okay, let's do where account type is equals machine. Bad boy Jing. I need to use my IntelliSense. Okay, it's case sensitive. So we're filtering by account time to machine, right? Let's see. Only include events from the last 24 hours using the ago statement. Ago. When you talk to your friends, you say, I was here 5 days ago. 5 days ago, that's the timestamp. So if you look at this, we're saying, table, pipe it. We want to take the results, put it into a pipe. We want to filter, right? We want to filter. That's the where statement. This is the column, and we want it to be greater than ago, meaning that if you're referencing 5 days ago, then greater than 5 days ago is going to be any time after that. If you do less than, it's any time before that. So if I put a less than sign, then that means that anything before that. Okay, so just know that, greater than is, any time that is after that. Okay, you can do it by days, months, or seconds. So just put the right symbol right there, okay? Put the right symbol right there. So as you can see, you can say, what was it? Was time generated. Okay. Where time generated was greater than, let's do 12 hours. Does that work? Yeah. 12 hours, okay? So you're just filtering this time where time generated is greater than 12 hours ago, right? You see it's 65 records. If I go to 24, it is 53 records, okay? All right, let's see what else we got here. Between. So it's the same thing, but now you're specifying a start and a finish, okay? That's all it is. And then the between is the operator we'll use, and then you're going to reference the start time, and then you put a dot dot, and then the finish time, okay? Project. Project, to simply understand it, is what columns do you want to pull. That's the project command. That's the command you want to use if you want to specify what columns you want to pull. Right here I have so many columns, right? So here's another thing, and it wasn't on there, but you want to do schema or get schema, right? If you do get schema, you can, you can you can get the list of columns this way, right? So let's say I want to get access list or access mask and access reason. So project, access list, access mask, access count identifier, I don't know. And there you go. You got this list. Okay? Okay. What else? Add calculated columns to the results using the extend operator. Have you ever worked in Excel and you have a column that you do like a summarize, or you take this thing, you add it to this column, and that's the result in this row? This is the same thing as that. Exact same thing. Extend adds a column and calculates something based off the values in that particular row. Okay? So like we showed you before, if you have time, let's do time generated. Project time generated. So we have time generated. Let's make extend. Extend time difference equals, let's do a time, let's do now, which is our current time, minus time generated. And there you go. You got a time difference. See? Okay. Count the number of records. All right. Let's count the number of records. Count. We have 547,000 records in the security event table and the last 24 hours. So you got to remember that. So if you ever want to know the total, well, that's not enough. You might have to go back farther. Let's see, time. I think it's time span. What was it? Where timestamp? Okay. Greater than. Let's see. 1,000 days? I don't know. Let's see how much. Whoa! 46,675,283 entries. See that? Okay. All right. String search. So you can search for strings. So you can search across all tables and columns for a particular keyword. Here's the thing. This is sort of like regular expression because you're putting you see these little stars? If you don't put these stars, it's looking for the exact value. If you put the stars, you're saying any keyword, and then anything could be before and anything could be after. So it could be like a word inside a sentence or whatever. It doesn't have to match exactly. That's all this. That's what the wildcards do. If you only have one side of the wildcard, then you say maybe it starts with this word or ends with this word. Okay. So let's see let's put that in practice. So Let's do limit 100. And let's look for app blocker. Let's see. Let's do this. Then this is a performance-intensive operation. I don't search often. App blocker. Search app blocker. I'll do just. Nope. Oh yeah, I didn't follow the. I didn't follow this. So if I do it exactly, I don't know if I'm going to get anything because app blockers within a string. This is very intensive. Yeesh. Yeah, it's very important, performance intensive. Maybe there's a way to filter it. But yeah, now you know. If you need to find a particular word, there's a search command, but it is going to be performance intensive, so it'll take a bit. All right, 10,000 records. So it did come in finally. And remember, it's searching through all these tables we got. All these tables. All these tables we have. Searching all and all the columns. I don't know about you. That's pretty good. In 26 seconds for the word app locker. It's pretty good. Imagine searching for users or something like that, or some other entity. Search for a specific value T table where process name equals this. Okay, that's pretty much straightforward. You're just looking for this particular string. Equals. So equals. This is case sensitive. This is not equals to, and they're both case sensitive. If you want it case insensitive, remember to include that little, I think it's called tilde. And this is not equals to, but also ignore case, case insensitive. So ignore, any cases, and just get the word. Match on values that contain a specific string. Contains is not like equals. Contains is not case sensitive, and it's just looking for a word inside a string, kind of like search, but you're searching in a column. You got to reference a column. Because it is more performant, it's advised to use has over contains when searching for full keywords. The following expression yields to true. North America has America. So it's always recommended to use has. I actually don't use has, so I might start trying to use that. Contains and has are case insensitive by default. A case sensitive match can be achieved by adding the suffix has case. Oh, you have to add the underscore case sensitive. So let's try that out. Security event, we're going to limit the list to 100 so we can just look. And let's do channel security. So let's do where channel security contains security. Right now I didn't do a capital S. Let's see what happens. It comes in. Perfect. And then I'm going to do a capital S, and I'm going to do contains with the CS, which is case sensitive. Still comes in. The moment I go back to a small s, doesn't work. Okay, cool. Does that make sense? You just have to put a underscore CS to make a case sensitive. Okay? Match on the value starting with or ending with a specific string. So we want to match on a value starting with or ending with a specific string. Okay? That's exactly as it says. So if you say starting right here or ends with here, you want to say that's the word I want to look for. So really good for using, if you already know a prefix of a certain string pattern or a suffix or maybe a file extension, ends with this file extension. So pretty good to use in this scenario. Or you can do regular expression as well. So that would look like, let's look at alerts again. Let's do ends with system. So where account ends with system. There you go. Or starts with NT. Okay? Or starts with, let's find something else. Starts with NA. Let's do time generated. Well, you can't. It's actually a different calculator. NA. Okay. All right. Match on multiple string values T, where computer in. Oh, so there are going to be situations when you have a list of, maybe let's talk about a whitelist. Like you have a whitelist of domains, IPs, whatever it is, or entities. You got a group of users or a bucket of people. Imagine a bodyguard with a list, right, or something like that, and you have to look at the list. You don't want to say where computer in this or that or this. You just want to provide an array, and then just if it matches anything in this list, and then do something with it, right? So that's what it is. So we're gonna find where computer is either in, matches this or this, and you can have it can be longer than that, right? It doesn't just keep putting a comma and just add more items to that array. Okay, and then again, you just want to make mindful note of the case sensitivity if you want it to be case sensitive or not case sensitive. But usually it's not going to be sensitive. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it might be sensitive, and you will have to put, in order to specify case insensitive, then just put a little put this little tilde here. Match based on regular expression table where computer matches regex. So regular expression. This one is actually literally a starts with, and then contoso, and then period, and then star, meaning just keep going. I'll show you real quick. Well, regular expression is also it's pretty hard. It's if you don't know it, but let's do event source name. So where event source name match regex, we're gonna do starts with Microsoft and then dot star. Does that make sense? Same thing. So it has to be where event source starts with Microsoft. Or you can say, so this is like the same thing, but now you're kind of controlling. Regular expressions is very powerful. You can do something where it starts with Microsoft, has anything in the middle, and then ends with auditing. So you can even do something like dot star and then do auditing. And what did I get here? Well, I got anything with Microsoft in the front and auditing in the back. See? Because this is the wild card. It's like anything in between these two words, and it starts with Microsoft. That's what I want, right? So KQL uses the regular expression library, RE2, so you can click on that link and learn more about regular expression. Okay. Generic. So match based on conditions using logical operators. For example, equals equals and 3. So remember we talked about piping. You can chain pipes, or you can do you can do a requirement and something else, and then do it within and calculate it within that request, so you don't have to pipe it again. So there might be situations you might want to just double match or do an or statement, right? Something like that, where you can not match on one, but match on a couple. Okay. Aggregate results from your query with the summarize operator. So this is, again, it aggregates results. You can do a count, you can do a match, you can do a min, you can do all kinds of calculations, but the goal is it groups up or aggregates, these unique set of anything in that column, and then calculates something based off what you put in the summarize. It's similar to distinct, but distinct just gets the unique values in that column. Summarize kind of takes it a little further. You can also summarize by multiple columns. That's what basically it is. So you just specify more columns. Sort the rows of the result using the sort operator. So if you ever want to sort, like an example is we got this list here, and you want to sort by time generated, you would just say sort by time generated. And you see I went this way, so it's going up. But then we can go, it would be descending, right? No, let's try ascending. Yeah, so ascending. So yeah, ascending or descending to sort that particular list by that column. Let's see, concatenate values. The results will be a string data type. Oh, so if you want to concatenate, then you have to put a open parentheses, event ID, that, and that. So let's see, let's just do an example. Let test equals string cat, and then we put ping pong. And then I need to put a little semicolon after a let statement, and then print that test. Ping pong, right? Ping, pang, pong, right? See? And if I don't put a space, then what do you think will happen? It'll just, yeah, it'll connect it. Okay. Let me see. Numerical search. Oh, that's just, yeah, looking for a specific value, equals, and a number. Search for a value less than or greater than. Pretty straightforward. Just where something is greater than or less than something. And it only works on numerical values or time or date stamps. It doesn't work on strings unless you convert that string to a number. Match on multiple numeric values. Match on multiple numeric values. That's the same thing as the other one. Match on multiple numeric. It's the same thing as the other one. An array, you can even have it like array with like a string, a number, a string and number. But if it just has to match on one of these. So you can have a whole event list array of what you want to match on. Maybe these are ones that you're really paying attention to. And then from there, if it has a result for that event, it triggers an alert, something like that. Extract values from a string or JSON data. For example, extract a process name using a regular expression. If you are less familiar with regular expression, have a look at the split and parse function. So, security alert, extend process name, extract process name, one extended properties. Okay. So, this is pretty interesting. How would I extract this? Extended properties. Interesting. I didn't know you could do it that way. Usually, I would parse the JSON. Here's what's happening. Okay. I never thought about that. Okay. We take security alert, right? We know that. We're going to limit it by 100. Here's the interesting part. You see extend limit. Too much columns. Let me project extended properties. Here's the thing. That is like a columns within a column, if that makes sense. How do you get the stuff out of that and use it? How do you do that? Now, if you don't know, this is a JSON. So if you go to like JSON formatter, about there. Oh, I don't want that one. Go to formatter.org. That's pretty safe. So this is what it looks like. And the reason I paste it here is because, you know, it's easier to read here. But here's what the things is, okay? So what this says is we're going to add another column, and we're going to take the process name and extract it from extended properties without even parsing the JSON. Is that possible? Well, let me try it. Extend process. Let's do, I don't think I have process name on this particular entry. I have suspicious process. And you can do this too, right? You know, the link's right there. You can do this too. Suspicious process. We'll do process. Okay. This is just naming the column, I think. And then extract. Okay. And then we're going to extract. Oh, this is the unique regular expression. Okay, okay. Okay, so he starts it off with a single quote and then actually needs to reference a double quote. Process. No, that's process name. And I'm using suspicious process. Suspicious process. Okay. Oh, because it's in the JSON. That's the JSON word. Suspicious process. Like, it's literally that word with the quotes, the double quotes. That's why you put single quotes. Okay, okay. And then you want, every, that's, I understand now. I understand now, guys. You want everything within this. That's so good. That's so good. You guys see it? I'll explain it real quick. Let me, and then you want, you want one. Okay, okay. You guys see that? And extended properties. Aww. What did I do wrong, guys? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? You guys see that? I put a little end thing right there. Did that work? Did that work? No. It didn't work. Oh, I'm sad. That didn't work. What is not working? Username quote. Bam. Bam. Let's just do this. Let me just see if it works. Extend process, extract, and we do 0. So username pulls. Okay. And we need to get the, does that pull? That doesn't pull. Why not? Why doesn't that? Oh, no. No. You don't like that either? So that pulls. And then we put these two quotes here. And can I just do that? Nope. I can't do that. Can I just add a quote? No, I can't add a quote to it either. So what is there like a space? Oh, there is a space. There is, I gotta put a space, guys. And then, come on. Yep, there we go. We got it. We got it. Cha-ching. And then we put 1. So when I did this, there's a, here's the thing. Okay, so when you do regular expression, this is the 0 part. And then if you put parentheses, you're kind of doing another group within the regular expression saying, this is like the 1 section. So like imagine that you can just like put groupings. Like this is a 1 section, this is like a 2 section, this is a 3 section. Regular expression is pretty complicated, but just know that this is the 1 grouping. So if I want to get just that, I put 1 and then boom, I got the username. Does that make sense? Okay. So let me break it down. We're going to add a column. Then we're going to, this is the column name. So we just call this, actually just name it username. Let's do that. It's the username. Okay, so again, this is adding a column. We're gonna take the username, and then from here we're going to extract username. Okay, from here we want to extract that, and then we put this wildcard that between these little quotey things, I want this, and this references that number 1. This is number 1, and this is actually this is number 1, and then all of this is 0. Does that make sense? All of this is 0, and this is 1. Does that make sense? You literally could just do this. So if I do 0, I get everything. If I do 1, I get that parentheses. If I do something like this, then I get the username. So now this becomes 0 and this becomes 1. Okay? This is just referencing the column. Remember, if you do VLOOKUP in Excel, that's the same thing. You gotta, this is the column I want when I do a VLOOKUP. It's the same thing. And then extended properties is the column you want to pull from. That's pretty cool. I did it I've always done it another way with the extract JSON or parsing a JSON. All right, because the column extended properties contain JSON data, you can also use the function extract JSON. Extract JSON with the extend process name equals extract JSON $dot process name extended properties. Okay, I'm not going to go in that one, but you can use extract JSON to extract that particular item out there. Looks a little simpler, right? If you don't like regular expression. Named expression and user-defined functions. Use the let statement to bind names to expressions. Okay. What that says here is, imagine you want a list of machines. So let's go to security event limit by 100 and then shift enter to execute. Now we will say I want account types. Distinct account types. Oop. Account type. Okay, good. Actually, I want a bigger list. So you know. Let's just do account. Machine. Account. Maybe sorry, account. All right. Then you want to take this list and put it into you want to store it. The let statement will do that. Let accounts equals, and remember you got to put a semicolon to finish that statement. And then you can say where's the security event and do another limit 100. Does this make sense? I know it's like, but what this does is well, I add a space, so you can't really have spaces between your statements. You can put a double slash. So this basically says I have this other table with accounts, and then I can use it as an input to something else, or a join table, or things like that. Okay, does that make sense? The render option can be used to create visualizations. Besides below example, so you see how they render all this security stuff. We could do that too. So we can render security event summarized by account summarize count by account. And then from there, we have a list and with a count number, and then we do render. Render, let's do a bar chart. Would that be a good one? See that? Or you could do a column chart. Okay. Join tables. There are times you're going to want to join tables and add them together, and you just join gets pretty complicated because there's inner joins, outer joins, left outer, right outer. There's so many joins because there's so many different unique use cases to use them. Okay, but you would, in the situation, you might want to take these security events and these machines, and then maybe use that and join it to another table. This probably requires its own section to kind of talk about it, but yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to, again, Marcus Bakker for building these cheat sheets. Really, really helpful. I actually learned some things. So, yeah, always keep this in your back pocket. If you know this, you're going to be at a really good position to kind of query all kinds of stuff within log analytics. Okay, guys? So thank you for watching. If you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe to let me know that you really enjoy this content and you will like more. Thank you, guys.